Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another video here on Newcastle Fans TV. We are back and we are covering the ladies once again. A fantastic win on Tuesday night, a fantastic win for the first team on Friday night. It's been a week of celebrations for both teams, but today is back to the women's football and they have a game in hand this weekend. We're going to go up to Kingston Park. Now, Durham Cestria don't play this weekend, but they will play again before Becky Langley's side play once again. So Newcastle will still have games in hand. Remember, first place only gets you promoted. You be crowned champions. Second place, you get nothing in this league. I'm going to go and pick up my cousin. I'm going to meet Jonny up at Kingston Park. Let's get going.
Get a fast car. I want a ticket to anywhere. Maybe we make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. Starting from zero, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. Me, myself, I got nothing to prove. You get a fast car. I got a plan to get us out of here. Been working at the convenience store. Managed to save just a little bit of money. Won't have to drive too far. Just cross the border and into the city. You and I can both get jobs and finally see what it means to be living. See, my old man's got a problem. Yeah, but the bottle, that's the way it is. He says his body's too old for working. His body's too young to look like his. My mama went off and left him. She wanted more from life than he could give. I said, somebody's got to take care of him. So I quit school and that's what I did.
Right, team news is out, as you can see there. We'll put it on screen for you, full screen, as I have a look at the pitch there. So in goal, we've got Grace Donnelly. Two centre-backs are Charlotte Potts. And you've got Freya Bales. Left back is Keira Skelton. Right back is Daisy Birch. There's no changes there at the back five, including the keeper. But there is a change on the right-hand side. It's great to see Erin Nelson get a first start of the season, which is fantastic, which means Anna Soulsby drops back to the bench. George Gibson in the 10. Behind her, you'll have the Holden Beth Guy and Rachel Lee. On the left, you've got Casey Elson. And, of course, as ever, number 9, Katie Barker up top. The bench, you've got Becky Ferguson, Anna Soulsby, Millie Bell, Cara Milne-Ridhead and Charlie Pizzarello. So 2 new signings are back on the bench. How are the lasses? Jonny's just getting some life lessons from Unbelievable Jeff.
You got a fast car. Is it fast enough so we can fly away? You gotta make a decision.
Well, you're joined by Jonny. He's going to tell you all about that goal.
Yeah, Newcastle, well, get my hat back in order. Newcastle 1-0 up after 1 minute. Casey Elson down the left hand side has the better of a right back. Gets brought down just inside the box. Penalty for Newcastle. It's Rachel Lee who steps up. Keeper went the right way, but it was just too much power, and Rachel Lee has made it 1-0 to Newcastle United within the first minute.
Erin Nelson's just had a shot, first time hit, surprised the goalkeeper and just forced it to a save. Still 1-0. Right, it's the traditional notepad check. This is Dale's notepad. I think I can get the gist of that. Don't know what that says. He's making notes. Let's just take a look at Jonny's.
Do we have to?
Yeah. That's the lineup, I'm guessing. And then some match action underneath. But yeah.
Give me a break, will you?
I'll let you decide in the comments who has the better notebook. Now, for anybody who lives outside of the UK, just 4 days ago, it was snowing. 4 days later, it's 13, 14 degrees with sunshine. Welcome to Britain. It's a scrappy game. Nothing really drastically happening here. We're still 1-0 up, scoring really, really early on. Katie Barker just had a chance, but It's scrappy. It's scrappy. Once that second goal goes in, I think that'll be it. Adam's debating, do I go for a cuppa? Do I not go for a cuppa? Do I go for a cuppa? Do I not go for a cuppa? Right, Newcastle having a lot of chances there coming towards the end of this first half, Dale, but we haven't scored that second. Is it a case of winning it and kill the game off?
Yes, we need to get that second goal, kill the game off, and then next game.
I've seen him on YouTube. That guy there. Going to score that in 8 out of 10. Just see it the field before. To score that second, Jonny, I think it's game over.
Yeah, great ball from Charlotte Potter, free kick into the centre of the pitch position. Beth Guy, lovely ball into the path of Katie Barker, muscles the defender away, cuts it back onto her left foot, right in the bottom corner. The keeper's had a great game, but she wasn't getting to that. It's 2-0.
You know, anything can happen in football. We've just had a 1-1. With Grace Donnelly's just had to force a save, so it may not be over yet, people. What a goal, man. What a goal by two players who were heavily involved there. It's 3-0 Newcastle. Georgia Gibbs with an unbelievable through ball. I was just saying off camera, Casey, get your feet right. Get your feet right. My God, did she get her feet right. She goes past two players and fires it top corner. Newcastle up 3-0 up. Yeah, it's Andy to tell you all about it. 3-0.
There was 4 goals difference between Durham Cestria and Newcastle United. There's not anymore because it's 4-0. It's Georgia Gibson. Charlie Ann Pizzarella down the left-hand side plays a pass into Georgia inside the box, twists and turns away from the defender into the box, right-footed, no chance for the goalkeeper. 4-0, and I don't think that'll be the last score in this game.
Cora hit the bar.
Is it fast enough so we can fly away? We gotta make a decision. Leave tonight or live and die this way.
So we won 4-0 today, Adam. This is going to go to the wire, isn't it?
I think it will, but I tell you what, that was a very convincing win, especially second half. Once we got the second goal, the game completely flipped into our favour. I think it's still a case where first half, I thought it was hardly competitive, so it wasn't for the fact we got a pen straight away and maybe things like went sideways. But honestly, no, really promising stuff. We've got, I think, 5 away games and 1 home, 1 left. There might be 5 games, actually, so maybe 4 away and the one at St James's Park. So it is going to go down to the wire. I'm expecting Durham Cestria to kick it on, so let's make sure we win the league. Very good today, though. Come on, the lasses!
Right, everybody, so it's full time. You can see all the kids wanting to say hello to the lasses. Newcastle United have won 4-0. Very much a comprehensive performance, especially second half. Let's pull up the league table. Newcastle are now only 1 point behind Durham Cestria. Durham will play next weekend. Newcastle women don't, so it will be 2 games once again. But putting the pressure on Durham now, all the lasses can do is keep winning their games. That's all you can ask. This is the last time we'll be at Kingston Park because the next home game is at St James's Park in a few weeks' time. They've got a few away games to get through, but this is going to go down to the wire, this one. It's either Newcastle United Women or it's Durham Cestria for the league. Stay with us on NFTV because we've got interviews coming up very, very shortly. Johnny's at the other end waiting all ready to interview Becky, but we're going to get some crowd shots before we go to Jonny.
So remember when we were driving in your car, speed so fast I felt like I was drunk. City lights lay out before us and your arm felt nice wrapped around my shoulder. And I had a feeling that I belonged. I had a feeling I could be someone, be someone, be someone. You got a fast car.
Freya, congratulations, 2 big wins in a week. You must be ecstatic right now.
Yeah, I think a lot of the girls are tired. You know, when that full-time whistle went, it was like a sense of relief, you know, a physically draining week, but emotionally too, like a massive high on Tuesday and then coming into training again on Thursday, you know, we've really got to focus again. And I think now we've got time to kind of recover, regroup, and we've got obviously a weekend off. before we go again in the next final 5 games. So, yeah.
Becky, congratulations. Can you give me the assessment of today's game, please?
Brilliant result again. We're absolutely delighted with the clean sheet, which is I think 9 for the season for us and 4 on the bounce, which is brilliant, which is credit to Grace on the back 4, and I think Grace made a really important save. I think it was at 1-0, wasn't it? So yeah, absolutely delighted, and much better second half. Thought we really got up the gears in the second half, and yeah, we've got the result, the 3 points, which is what we needed.
How difficult was it to focus? Because obviously you mentioned that emotionally Tuesday was such a big game, and the fact, I mean, everyone knew how much of a big win it was because of how close you are on the table with Durham. But is it difficult to, no disrespect, Norton not in terms of the opposition? Durham obviously a better team. How difficult is it to scratch and go, actually no, we need to make sure we're right for this game?
Yeah, I think we were cautious not to kind of underestimate Norton. They've been around this league for a long time now, and they've got some good players that know how to navigate. They're comfortable mid-table and they're in good form before today. I think it's just different kind of games. Cestria had a lot of the ball, they got good technical players, and then this is kind of the opposite. We have so much possession and dominated, and I think it was difficult to an extent, but I think when we came out for the second half, we knew we had to really use this to get our goal difference up, because it's a tight league, and if it comes down to that, then we want to have not regretted a day like this when we can use that.
First half and second half, 2 very, very quick goals. Now, obviously different in terms of the type of goals, but that's so important, especially the fact you've had 2 games this week as well. I think that just kind of eases the nerves, if you like, maybe with everybody.
It does, yeah. I think the first goal in the first half, it almost came too early, didn't it? And we kind of sat off a little bit. We're too comfortable after getting the first. But I think, we had that confidence in the second half when we got the second goal early that we wanted to get the third even quicker. So, yeah, I think, bright start from the girls in both halves. It was just maintaining that and sustaining it for the rest of the game.
Yeah, second half was obviously a lot more comfortable in the end, but Norton certainly had their chances. And you mentioned Grace, and the back 4, obviously they were tested at times on Tuesday night, but today, when they were called upon, there was big moments, and like you say, Grace made a big save. I think it might have been 1 or 2-0, but that's what you need from your goalkeeper, that's what you need from your back 4, from big moments when obviously the attacking threat's been so good.
Yeah, absolutely, and credit to Norton, they've got some good players in that team. They've obviously got Holly Manders, who's just signed from Sunderland, who's a bright player, so they've got that pacing behind, so we had to be switched on throughout the game. But yeah, I always thought we were the better team. We were more professional and more composed with what we were doing, and yeah, I thought we dominated the second half.
Yeah, of course, and the fact, I think I love the defence looks so settled at the minute. Obviously Grace and the back 4, in terms of you and Potty in particular, centre half. What is the communication like between the pair of you? Because you've got 2 very young fullbacks in Daisy and Kira. How much motivation are you giving them? Was it more tactical when you're actually on the pitch? What are you and Charlotte particularly doing in that defence?
I don't think anyone in this team needs motivating. All the girls, we want to win it, and we've all got our different reasons why, but we're so united in that sense. I think Potsy and I think we kind of try to use our experience, different levels, and just kind of communicate, keep the confidence up. At the start of this game, we weren't as good on the ball as we would have liked, so Potsy's really good at saying, like, come on, let's switch sides and try and get them into the game and do it really well. And Potsy's really, really good at that, and I think we complement each other well. We've kind of got used to each other's style of play now, and yeah, we're just really glad to get that clean sheet, but I think we've got Grace to thank for that.
There was a variety of goals. I think the third goal was probably my favourite, pass from George and Casey just inside and out, and it was a fantastic finish. But it's nice to see that variety of goals and some great teamwork as well.
Absolutely, that's Casey on double figures now for the league season, which is brilliant. She scored loads of goals coming in from that left-hand side, inverted, so she's done brilliantly. So, yeah, absolutely delighted. Thought Katie Barker's finish was brilliant with the left foot as well early in that second half. So, yeah, credit to the girls.
It wasn't too long ago we were saying 10 to go, 9 to go.
Yeah.
And now we're standing here, it's 5 to go, and it's the last game at Kingston Park as well. So it is getting closer and closer, but you have got a little bit of a break now until that next game. What will you be doing from now until that next game to make sure the girls are right for those last 5 massive games? Yeah,
we'll be training hard for a week and making sure that we're ready to go for Barnsley away next weekend. Obviously this weekend coming is the development team are actually in the league play at final, which we're delighted about and really want them to kick on and do well, and some of the girls will play in that game as well. But yeah, we'll just be hard on the training field and making sure that we're fully prepared. I think we know we've got 5 games, we know we need to be switched on for all of them, and it's just about taking them, as you say, it's cliche, but one at a time, and preparing and making sure we've got the right characters for each game.
I have to ask about the fact you talk about the clean sheet. That is obviously probably the most important thing for you in terms of being a defender. Let's keep a clean sheet, and then you give yourself a big chance to win the game. How much is that drilled in before the game even starts by Becky and the coaching team?
Yeah, definitely by Becky and the coaching team. I think a few weeks back, maybe after the York game, we kind of had to concede to really get into gear, and which we can't afford to do that, especially in this league. We know that if we don't concede, then we can't lose the game, so that's just our biggest focus. It's not something that we explicitly talk about before the game, because I think we all know that's what we're there for, but when we're doing analysis and we're doing it after, that's something that we really take pride in, as well as scoring goals. Is that have we kept a clean sheet, and we're still reaching towards our target for the season, and until we hit that, then we're not done.
The target, of course, is to win the league. 5 games to go. 1 home game left at the St James's Park. How much are you looking forward to that? And hopefully we'll try and go with 30,000 fans. That would be exceptional for the game against Bradford, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone's looking forward to it. I think with these opportunities, they just come bigger and better every time. And I think the fans, week in, week out, Tuesday in freezing temperatures, today on Mother's Day, I think the support is phenomenal. And it would be great to go out there and really put down a marker and hopefully be even closer to the league there at St James's.
And just finally, the last game, of course, at home is at St James's.
Yeah, it is,
and it would just be magnificent to get as many people there as possible. As this is the last chance we can really get as many people in terms of from the Kingston Park crowd and people watching on a lot of channels, obviously, that you've seen today. What would you say if you're thinking 16th of April, get that girls that a bit more motivation, if they need any more motivation, to be honest?
Yeah. I think we've thoroughly enjoyed playing here at Kingston Park, and it's a fantastic venue, and last game of the season here for the girls, brilliant, but that real last game of the season at St James's is going to be a fiery one, so we'll need everyone's support. We really want to push for a bigger attendance than we got last time. If we can break 30,000, that would be amazing, and obviously we're hoping it could go down that game where we actually win the league, or we have to win to make sure we do win the league. So we need everyone's support, so please come out and back the girls, and you'll see girls that'll give absolutely everything for the shirt. And yeah, we're on a run, and we want to make sure we're maintaining it right in time for St James's.
I'm sure you will. Thanks very much, Becky.
Thank you.
And just finally, I can just see a young man just over there, Wilfie, who is doing so well in terms of the food back and trying to obviously help. And you talked about the community spirit before in terms of the fans there. How much has he been just like a little reminder going, do you know what, let's try and do it for him. Let's try and do it for the other 1,600 that were here today as well.
Yeah, I think it's something that we do talk about. There's different reasons why we're doing this. Yes, we're doing this to win the league, but there's more to it than that. There's little girls out here that come in and seeing role models. We want to inspire them. There's little boys like Wilfie who are doing unbelievable work for people that are really, really struggling in times, and we're going to do all we can as players, as a club, to help and support that, because I think we can all relate to some struggles, and we're just proud to have him supporting us.
You got his magic hat on yet?
Not yet. I don't think it'll go over my hair, to be fair. But no, we all brought lots of foods in, so saw him before the game and really chuffed that he's here.
Okay, so that was Jonny with the interviews with Freya and Becky. So I'm in the car park. Car park's there. Look, all these potholes. Need to sort that out. But anyway, the weather is stayed nice. Spring is on the horizon. Both teams winning. It's almost like a perfect weekend, this. Are you that YouTuber? Can I have your photo? Shocking you, right? Can I have your photo, lad? See you later, Jonny.
So I remember when we were driving in your car. Speed so fast, I felt like I was drunk. City lights lay out before us, and your arm felt nice wrapped around my shoulder. And I had a feeling that I belonged. I had a feeling I could be someone, be someone, be someone. You got a fast car,